Well done, soldier of Trinimac. You demonstrate unwavering faith and devotion by spilling the blood of a friend in the warrior god's name. Welcome to the true path. Does that surprise you? My people have lost their way under the stifling traditions of Malakath. I seek to unite us on a new path, a path devoted to the true god Trinimac. A new age begins, an age that will see the Awesomer attain power and glory. My son is not your concern. You are Voshrak now. Nothing else matters. You joined at a pivotal time. Soon, Trinimac's blade of courage will pierce the heart of the Moot and strike down the insolent clan chiefs. Then true unification can begin. Against me? I think not. Not when the Voshrak is clearly to blame. Our purpose served. We will disband and leave my chosen scapegoat to deal with the consequences. High Priestess Solgra is behind all this. She is the obvious choice. We all have our purpose. The people will rally against Solgra and demand justice. Our agents are already hunting her down. Before the moot ends, we will have her. But again, that is not your concern. You have another mission to perform. The moot? No, our warriors are already in place. When the chiefs attend the moot, we will eliminate them and bring unity to our people. Instead, I want you to join the warriors heading to the inn. Help them capture Basrog before he can escape again.
You're a pleasant scent in a dank swamp. Evelie started to get worried and she can't wait to talk to you. Wait, where's Talvia? I knew something was wrong. I could feel it in the tip of my tail. You better talk to Evelie. She's going to want to know what happened. This is a sad day. A very sad day.
There you are. I was beginning to get worried about you. We've found out some... Where's Talvia? What? What do you mean he didn't make it? What aren't you telling me? Why? Why didn't you protect him? I told you to keep Tal safe. I trusted you. That's it? That's your answer? He died because we needed him to? I really wanted to be like you. I looked up to you. But if this is what it means to be a hero, you can count me out. Orders? You're giving me orders? Fine. Tell me what you learned so I can get out of here. I want to make sure nobody else has to die today. I don't know exactly what happened in there, and I don't want to know. Not right now. I just can't handle it. Just tell me what I need to know so I can go. The Vash'Rok are strong enough to do all that? It's even worse than we feared. You tell the king about the moot. We'll go warn Basrog and Solgra. After that, I'm leaving. I don't want to be in a place where the only person I can depend on is me.
Hold, outsider!
Are you? Yes, I'm sure you are. I have a message for you.
Ah.
We can't just walk into the Vash'Rok base. That's suicide.
We have to find out what the Vash'Rok have planned. If we wait for them to strike, it will be too late.
Whatever they're planning, it's going to happen soon. They just about told me as much when they threw me into my own prison.
Maybe we should have left you in there. You deserve to be in prison.
Listen to me, Elf. I didn't attack anyone. I left Orsinium and they ambushed me.
I sent you to rescue the Chief Everlee. I wouldn't have done that if I believed he was guilty.
Rescue the entire time! This feels like one giant trap, and we walked right into it.
Ah, you found us. I'm sorry that Everlee is upset, but I did what had to be done. Please, let's talk. I'll send Scout. You two have your orders. Scout the temple exterior. The others will join you shortly.
Finally! Something to do that doesn't involve a mess.
But I killed... I knew it. I can do that. Entrance has to be somewhere. I've got good... I lost a bet with Tal. Well, Talvia thinks... Just
If
don't...
Buzzrug lied to us, then we're probably about to meet with horrible, horrible deaths.
This illusion is so weird. It looks like I'm wearing robes, but I feel so...
The time I lived
Stay
one of our
safe.
great histories.
Lies and I will meet up with you later.
So
I guess we're really doing this, aren't we?
Trinimac, hear our prayer. Guide our weapons and alert us to all dangers. Grant us the courage to complete the trial you place before us.
That doesn't sound good. I thought we were just spying on a meeting.
You, the chosen of the Vashrak, have shown bravery against the Malakath heretics, even going so far as to invade the temple we love and but one challenge remains. A challenge to test you, to select the most worthy for our most important mission.
You stand.
Now choose a scroll and select a blessing to help you in your ordeal. Elder Azul will answer any questions you have. Now, in Trinimac's name, may you find great honor or an honorable death.
I don't... Yes.
Have you studied? So, which blessing have you decided upon? Then let's...
Listen well.
It was tough, but we made it. I knew we could do it.
Now I see how you completed the gauntlet so quickly. Your disguise is not needed here. I know who you are. You show great courage to stand before us. But what are you truly willing to sacrifice? Are your intentions as pure as ours? We've donned the false god's armor, attacked and killed true believers within a sacred temple, all for the sake of the sacred plan. Will you make that same sacrifice? Your final test starts now. Are you here to harm us or to join us? To make the Awesomers stronger than they ever imagined? Show us where your loyalty lies. Spill the blood of your ally in Trinimac's name and display your true devotion.
Hey, my amulet stopped working. And did they just say something about spilling my blood? Oh my, you're not considering following through with this, are you? That's insane!
Make your choice. Traitor! You're too late to stop us. Our world is alone.
I'll ward the door while you search the room. Find out what they're planning. Then go and let the others know.
There you are. I was beginning to get worried about you. All by himself. Are you sure he can handle that? What am I saying? Of course you're sure. We managed to find out that the attack on the temple was a ruse perpetrated by the Vosh Rock. That was right before our amulet stopped working. Yeah, I was suddenly as naked as an ash tree that had lost its last leaf of the season. Good thing we stashed our gear nearby. Anyway, the temple attack was all to place the blame on Basrog. The chief is innocent. I didn't help a murderer. That's something, but not enough to provide the edge we were hoping for. We'll just have to be careful. Anyone could be working with the Voshrock. I don't know about you, but all this intrigue is starting to make my head hurt. Blythe and I will go warn Chief Basrog. This whole thing? It's stranger even than any Investigator Vale story I've ever read. Here, take this. I found it and thought you should have it. For protecting Tal. I appreciate that.
You can't lock us out of our
before
inn.
you help
That's
the enemies of the king.
tyrannical!
Now get out of my way before I toss you in a cell too.
Idiot. Well, I'm not cleaning this up.
Damn soldiers and their damn rules and regulations! How infuriating! I don't even like the place that much, but I'll be damned if I let them toss me out of my own inn. The closer the city gets to completion, the worse things get for us common folk. Orsimer soldiers barged into our inn and kicked us out. Now they won't let anyone back in. They decided to detain some of our patrons, including your friends. In fact, the little wood elf showed up right before the soldiers did. The soldiers placed guards at all the exits, even the back one. Damned if I know how they found out about that. The soldiers won't let anyone in until they finish the king's work, whatever that is. Bunch of stiff boots, the lot of them. I should have known that hiding folks in our inn would eventually bite us in the arse. This is ridiculous, though. They sent an entire squad of soldiers to lock down one inn. You'd think we were the damn Winterborn or something. Haven't you and your friends caused us enough trouble already? All right. If you get me my inn back, I'll try to forget that any of this ever happened. So, how can I help? Never seen her before. I make it a habit to get to know all of the guards and soldiers who come to the inn to unwind. From the look on her face, she hasn't unwound since the king was a cub tied to the Forge Mother's apron. What? You looking to court her or something? If you're so enthralled by Captain What's-Her-Name, I heard her tell a soldier she'd be by the ramparts near the stables. But she's a cold fish, mark my words. You'd do better fishing in a different pond. That was the first thing they confiscated. It was Sergeant Vulmon. I know him. He's one of our regulars. Usually friendly, leaves an extra gold piece now and again. He's stationed near the King's Corner Club, but he won't give up that key. That's between you and him. I'll have no part in that. I'm no criminal, despite how all this looks.
Nothing but dry bread and old turnips to eat. I never should have gotten on that cart.
I'd lose my head if it wasn't attached to my shoulders.
You're a little late. They just left me here to die. I was running messages for the cute wood elf and the grumpy orc. When I returned, the soldiers rushed in, stabbed me. never saw it coming. The soldiers grabbed the orc chief and the elf, took them away by the order of the king. I guess I was just in the way.
My favorite problem handler has returned. Have you come to see what you accomplished? Thanks to you, the clan chiefs have gathered to hear what I have to say. This is going to be a moot that all of Hrothgar won't soon forget. That sounds serious, but this is a time for celebration. The next age of the Orsimer people begins today.
My hunters brought in...
You dare to question my actions? To imply that I don't have the best interests of my people in mind? If you must know, we received word of the location of the traitors. I sent my soldiers to capture them for interrogation.
Isn't that what the king wants?
What? How dare you spread such false accusations? Has Bosrog filled your head with more of his Malakath lies? I won't hear such things. Not on the verge of my greatest victory. More questions? You're beginning to try my patience. But let's not talk about such matters in front of the clan chiefs. Meet me down in the dining hall and we can continue this discussion in private.
I hear the footsteps of an outsider. Come, we need to talk. Outsider. You never cease to surprise me. I suppose your recent adventures were somewhat trying. Of course, sticking your tusks where they don't belong usually leads to trouble, doesn't it? So proud, so sure, so certain that you do the right thing. But you defy the will of Trinimac and try to stop the inevitable by warning my son. In short, you have begun to annoy me. The Vashrak do exactly what they've been ordered to do. They will eliminate every obstacle that threatens my son. It's time to remove the clan chiefs so that Orsimer unification can begin. This is about survival. Surely you can understand that. No, we're done here. You think you know so much, but you're just grasping at straws. The plan proceeds, and you can't stop it. The Orsimer will rally as one under the banner of King Kurog. I have foreseen it. Let it be known, the outsider who stands before us has betrayed our great city. For your actions, I condemn you and your allies to death. A sentence you shall execute by your own hand. May Trinimac guide your blade.
I'm sorry it had to come to this. What I do for the good of the Orsimer people.
Awake? Good. It's about time. I would have been disappointed if you died after I dragged you down here. You learn a lot about healing when you're King Kurog's shield wife. Looks like my skills apply to outsiders as well. But we've wasted enough time. You need to get moving. I admit I never trusted you. But you've helped our people. You deserve better than to fall to the Forge Mother. I dragged you back here before the Voshrock arrived, healed you as best I could. Now get out of here before the soldiers find you. My beloved does what he must to unite our people. You know this is true. You've seen it. The clan chiefs refuse to listen. If Kurog fails, the Orsimer will never be anything more than the abused and scorned wretches the other races imagine us to be. The chiefs have already headed to the Moot, and Voshrock guard the keep. If you want to survive, you have to leave now. I don't want to fight you, but if you decide to go after the king, well, I am sworn to protect my beloved. I expected you'd say that. Take this. It will open the cells in the dungeon below the keep. Just take your friends far from this place, and let my beloved finish his mission to elevate our people. My beloved believes that this is the only way to accomplish his dream. As his shield wife, I will support him, just as I always have. No. He hoped that the chiefs would come to believe in his vision, to see the future he imagined just as he did. He never wanted it to come to this. But a king must always do the right thing for his people. Why would they do that? They'll see a king who fought the fanatical Voshrock, who tried desperately to save the chiefs against overwhelming odds. When the dust clears, they will love him and stand united beneath his banner for all the world to see. My beloved doesn't hate Basrag. They were friends once, almost brothers. If anything, he's disappointed in the chief. But Basrag challenges the king. He needs to be removed from the field of battle before he has a chance to disrupt the plan. It worked, didn't it? The chiefs have gathered for the moot, and everything proceeds as planned. As long as you take Basrag with you when you leave, there won't be any reason for more bloodshed. He served his purpose, just like you. Kurog is my beloved, and I swore an oath to support and protect him. Besides, I believe in the king's dream. I believe in a united Orsimer nation. It's the best way for us to take our place as equals among the other races. Oh, the clan chiefs are far from innocent, and their deaths will serve a higher purpose. They represent a worthy sacrifice. Now, take your friends and go. This isn't your concern any longer. Let my beloved finish what he began. Please.
Burning!
We have to stop meeting like this. Maybe next time I could rescue you. What do you say? What in Malakath's name is Kurog up to, I wonder? This is brash, even for him. You better not be pulling my tusk, outsider. I've known Kurog for a long time. We may disagree on certain issues, but he's always had the best interests of our people in mind. This makes no sense. Then there isn't any time to waste. Give me the key and head for the throne room. There's a passage in there that will lead you directly to the moot. I'll get Evelie to safety and try to gather some additional help. There are still some people here in the city that I can count on. Now do whatever you have to and get to the moot. If we run into any problems, find me outside the keep and we'll figure something out.
I'll make sure Chief Basra gets out of here safely. Don't worry, you can count on me. But I can't believe what you said about the king. That's some rotten acorns, that's for sure.
Says the moot is off limits. I'm sorry it's come to this, but you leave us no choice.
feeling I'd find you here. Kurog sealed the route to the moot, didn't he? Damn it. Most of my contacts have gone deep into hiding, and we're no closer to saving the chiefs than we were when I scraped you up off the floor of the keep. Let me see that. You can get to the moot through the temple. I had no idea that path even existed. But they sent soldiers after Solga, that's bad. We need a new plan, and we need it now. You go ahead to the temple and check on the High Priestess. Evely and I have one more place where we can look for some help. If we're successful, it might make the path to the moot slightly less complicated. I'm well aware of that. I'm counting on the start of the moot to keep them distracted. But we won't take any unnecessary chances. We need Solgra alive to tell her side of the story. Then we can get to the moot and save the chiefs. You've done more for me and my people than I could have ever expected. I appreciate that. It shows you have honor. Now get to the temple and make sure the High Priestess is all right. We need her alive. Temple. Besieged by weapon-wielding fanatics twice in the same season. It's insane. Kurog has set this avalanche in motion. Now it's up to us to try to stop it. I know you will. I've seen you in action. I have a feeling that the fate of Hrothgar depends on what we do next. Our actions, whether we succeed or fail, will determine the future of Orsinium and the Orc people. How could it not? The temple, the moot. Those are the fires that will test our mettle. We'll either come out stronger or be consumed in the flames. Now go help Solgra.
I can raise a little gold, I'm on the next caravan out. To oblivion with this.
Could you help me out?
Down, my brothers and sisters. We're in no condition to chase after anyone. The King's soldiers want to talk to Soldra. It must be for a good reason. We need to stay out of their way. This isn't a good time to visit the temple. We have a bit of a situation. I humbly suggest that you come back later. If this is about that incident with the fanatics, you should take it up with the king. In these difficult times, misunderstandings can quickly spiral out of control and lead to situations we'd all rather avoid. But, oh, very well. When the king's soldiers banged on the door, she ran up the stairs and outside. The soldiers knocked us aside and chased after her. I don't know what Soldra did, but she's clearly made someone very angry. Not a word. She appeared to be as surprised as we were when the soldiers barged in. Normally, Soldra is so proper. If the soldiers hadn't had their weapons drawn, I'm sure she would have gone with them quietly.
Help me. Wounded.
There she is! Don't let the traitor get away!
Tell the king I'll play no part in his political games. What in Trinamac's name is going on? Why did Kurog send soldiers after me? They acted like I'd done something horrible. I didn't want to show it, but I was frightened for my life. I'm just glad you arrived when you did. Vosharak? I don't understand. But no, they didn't hurt me. Not for lack of trying, though. So tell me, what kind of trouble are we in now? What a ridiculous notion. Trinamac promotes unity and civilization, not anarchy and violence like those Vosharak fanatics claim. Dare I ask? Tell me, who do we have to thank for this terrible situation? We can't allow that to happen. But why have you come to help me? The clan chiefs are more important. You should be at the moot, doing whatever you can to foil the king's dastardly plan. There's a path to the moot through the temple. Perhaps via the old tunnels. Yes, that must be the way. Here, take this key. It opens the library. If there really are old tunnels under the temple, the way to access them is probably in there.
There she is! My arrow will
Behind
find
you!
its mark!
On the ledges! More soldiers! Quick, let's get...
High Priestess, no!
She's down! Make sure none of her allies survive!
Get the assassin! I'll take Solgra back to the temple. Go!
Stop them! Don't let the traitors get past you! I surrender! I surrender! You killed some of our best soldiers. I know when I'm outmatched. I have my orders. Don't you know that High Priestess Solgra is a criminal, an enemy of the Orsimer? She's the leader of the Vashrak. You should thank me for what I've done. How would I know such a thing? I'm just a simple soldier. I'm not a cultist in disguise. And even if I were, you can't prove a thing. Do with me as you will, outsider. I serve a higher cause. Trinimac will reward my service.